Hello, everyone. My name is Eden Toothman, and I'm here to talk about the Delta COVID variant that has now hit the United States. Who remembers when COVID changed the world? We thought it was going to be an average year, new me kind of thing, and then COVID hit. COVID is still affecting everyday lives, still affecting people as we speak. Everything is kind of dying down, but don't get too comfortable because COVID now has a crazier sister, and it's called the Delta variant. The Delta variant was found in late 2020 in India. It is known to be more contagious and more transmissible than COVID-19 ever was. It's becoming more dangerous in younger ages than in older ages as COVID was. So, we are going to get into depth of this disease, and I hope this brings general information to all of you. So, let's begin. As I stated before, the Delta variant was discovered in late 2020 in India. All the cases in India consist of the Delta variant completely. It is starting to wipe out the country, and it is affecting people between the ages of 12 and 23 and older ages as well. The Delta variant has now traveled to the UK, and it is 91% of the cases in the UK. Not as bad as people dying over in the UK, but it's getting there. Everything is shutting down over on that side again because they want to keep it all together and not to spread. But it has entered the US. The CDC states that the variant is 10% of all our COVID cases now in the United States. It has been seen in Missouri, Kansas, and even South Carolina. And they are also seeing that it's 40 to 90% more transmissible, which means easier transmission between person to person. Dr. Anthony Fauci states that it is going to dominate the United States unless we take the precautions that we need to, that we didn't take when COVID was hitting. So when COVID arrived, we knew that we were to look out for a fever, a persistent dry cough, loss of taste, of sense, and smell. What about the Delta variant? So they're very similar to one another with symptom-wise. You still have the headache, you still have the fever, you still have the persistent cough, but instead of the loss of taste or smell, you have hearing loss or you have joint pain, similar to arthritic pain. What people see with the Delta variant is that it is more like a bad cold, and people don't want to go get help because it's a cold, right? Just a cold. But that's where it starts to hurt people because nobody is getting treated. And then people start to die. People need to be on oxygen more, and they start to be sick, and then they're admitted for a long period of time. And it can also cause people to need more oxygen, cause long-term effects, or even ventilation. As we can remember, COVID affected older people or people with long-term conditions more, which caused more deaths, which caused more long-term effects also with COVID. Delta is different. It is affecting younger ages, the ages between 12 and 23, the school ages. So the CDC is stating that it is more effective with the 12 to 23 ages due to the fact that it's the school ages and it can be transmitted between one another in a school building. So these kids or young adults develop a cold. Once again, it's a cold. Let's take some Mucinex, go about it. but then it starts to get worse, and then you get hospitalized, and then this causes long-term effects for these kids, such as asthma, arthritic pain, or even permanent hearing loss. And they're admitted, or sometimes they don't even make it. And it's transmitted from student to student, which makes it more dangerous because kids, students, college students, young adults are always in close proximity of one another. Long-term effects, include asthma, and people can go downhill very quickly. So, since we've covered basic information about the Delta variant, I just want to kind of cover everything that we I spoke about, how it affecting school-age children. The symptoms are different, and it's now entered the U.S. So I want to show you some demonstrations here. This is the anatomy of the COVID-19 virus. Here's the RNA enclosed in protein, the spike protein, and the lipid membranes, which all that make the virus. And the spikes on the end is when the virus connects to the bloodstream and cells to attack them. And then this is the Delta variant, which is very different from the COVID DNA structure. So the blue part and the red part are both connected, and they will connect to a cell. The blue is the less mild part, and the red is the severe part. So when they work together, it's going to get even more dangerous. I recommend just keep washing your hands. Wear a mask if you need to. Maintain your distance. That's the biggest thing. Maintain your distance. And also get vaccinated if you feel that's right. Thank you for your time.